What's going on, guys? Skylight here, and I want to give you my top 5 Battle Royale inspired games, or games that have Battle Royale, type game modes in there. So, pretty exciting genre that's pretty emergent here. So we're not seeing too many. I can only do a top 5. I don't even think there might just be 10 games that have Battle Royale game modes, let alone, BR focused games themselves. So we got top 5 here. I definitely really like the list. However, I do want to real quick give a shout out to like the Arma 3 Battle Royale, as well as Paladins actually has a sort of like Battle Royale-ish sort of game mode that they have in there. So that's pretty cool. We're going to see more of this added onto games in the future, but these are the games that have a huge emphasis on this. You either have like huge communities spread out from these entire games made out of this, especially for this list. Actually, 4 of these are completely their own separate games on this list. So with that in mind, it is something that I am looking forward to, but these are the 5 games that I think are the best currently at the moment, and probably may potentially be reigning champion throughout the year at least. But maybe next year we can update the list, maybe even do a top 10. So let's go ahead and start with number 5 here. And number 5 is a game called Down to 1. It's got mixed reviews. It's not looking too good, but honestly, a lot of the games actually on this list have mixed reviews because they're early access state. They start out either as a survival game and they switch over to Battle Royale, or something like that. So Down to 1 actually started with the idea of being like Hunger Games, being a Battle Royale. They started out with that concept. However, it was clunky, it was awkward, and honestly, actually, all the games on this list kind of are in the end. So Down to 1 is actually incredibly cheap. When I just last checked, it might have been a sale, but it was only $1. So if it actually went free to play and added skins, it probably could do fantastic. But currently right now, it is nothing special compared to the most popular contenders on this list. But at the same time, it's one of the very few BR experiences out there that set out to be a BR game before it was, before it was popular. And it's good enough for the price point. If it was free to play, it'd be amazing. But for $1, I don't know. Some people don't want to spend $1. Then again, the other games on this list cost more. Okay, so moving on is Minecraft. Minecraft does cost more. Minecraft as a whole has a ton of mini games. Okay, so Minecraft as a whole is a good game, but that's why it's ranked so low, because we're only ranking based on the Battle Royale aspect, and there are so many different kinds of Hunger Games and Battle Royale type of game modes, and there's entire BR servers out there. But Hunger Games and the whole Battle Royale thing for Minecraft recently has gotten really good, but previously it wasn't so exciting. They didn't have like a lot of crafting in a lot of these servers. The server / latency / combat of Minecraft wasn't very exciting. However, that has been updated and is continually getting updated. Here with the newest update, we actually got a combat update, which made PvP as a whole much more exciting. So I think all in all, it's actually maybe in a much better state than it has been previously. We're gonna have to jump in there and see about that. But with this genre exploding, we might see Minecraft itself exploding. Maybe there's going to be additional mods that go into Minecraft that make the Hunger Games / BR even more exciting. No doubt about that. So maybe next time we do this list, and it's next top 10, maybe next year, Minecraft might be significantly higher. So at number 3, we have Ark Survival of the Fittest. This actually started out as a mod for Ark, and now, just today, as I'm doing this video, it released as its own standalone free-to-play version. However, currently it is incredibly buggy. Now, honestly, all the games on this list they have their fair share of glitches and bugs and awkwardness, I'll admit it, but this is really bad. Sometimes when you're just sitting there in the lobby, it gets to like 4 FPS. I have an i7, a GTX 970 as well, and everyone that I have talked to, everyone that's playing the game gets really piss-poor performance. And the base game of Ark already was not optimized that well, but this free-to-play Survival of the Fittest version is very unoptimized. However, the game already has paid tournaments. I think it's like $50,000 monthly potential. I had some big tournaments, a lot like an esport push potential, and I mean Ark is really popular. This is a free-to-play version of Ark as well. It is very good. It is good, and potentially it could be the best BR experience, but currently, in its current rendition, it definitely has some work. Needs some kinks ironed out there. Number 2, I'm going to put H1Z1 King of the Kill. This one is King of the Castle. H1Z1 is the most popular BR, I think, currently. The matches are like hundreds of players. It's so fantastic. You have singles, doubles, and a lot of these do have alternate game modes with BRs. But H1Z1, for King of the Kill, it is just sort of like, it is the default. This is the one that you want to compare to the rest, okay? You want to have more features in this game. You want to be better coded, better optimized, bigger map, more to do. Basically, H1Z1 is the one that you're going to compare every other BR game to because it's just the one that's the most popular and it used to be the most accessible. However, it is not going to be free to play any longer. It is going to be a $25 game. So I think in the end, Ark is going to surpass in popularity. Already, Ark, the standalone game, was super popular and has better reviews. So H1Z1, it's a cool game. I really do enjoy it. It's super popular on Twitch, on stream. It is really fun. There's a lot of really intricate mechanics to the game, but at the same time, it's very accessible, where Ark is kind of hard to get into. It's unintuitive. There's a lot of crafting, a lot of intricacies. So for that reason, because at the moment, even though it is buggy, it's still way more solid than the other contenders, we're going to put it at number 2. Now, number 1, though, is going to be a new game that just recently came out, and that's the Culling. The number of players is significantly lower, at least right now, than King of the Kill H1Z1, but the mechanics, the one-on-one fighting is so much deeper. The crafting is deeper. Like, for instance, the fighting, like the melee, it's not just like basically useless in H1Z1. It's basically, essentially meaningless. In the Culling, you can actually knock back people. There's a lot of different kinds of weapons that you can melee with in the Culling, especially with all the different sort of traps. There's like different traps. There's poison gas. Of course, there's poison gas. There's different kind of contraptions that you can create, gadgets, etc., etc. And the map design also is a little bit more, it promotes close range combat just a little bit better. And overall, the game isn't just filled to the brim with tons and tons of long-range weapons, right? So there is a little bit more close-range weapons. And I can say the same for Ark Survival of the Fittest. But the Culling, overall, has the features of Ark dumbed down a little bit. It has a lot of features of King of the Kill, has a lot of features of Down to 1, except it's all kind of put into just a much neater package. Everything just plays just a little bit better. And for that reason, I think it's probably, even though it's one of the newer games out there, it's just the most polished. Even though it kind of came out of nowhere, it just seems to be the most exciting and overall the most competitive. Even though I don't think it has these giant tournaments going on right now, even though it doesn't have that many people playing, it's not a free-to-play game. There's so many things that are holding this game back compared to its competitors, but at the same time, there's so many things that actually just like from a critical standpoint, just make it better. Yep. That's it. So that's my top 5 for BR games. What would you add onto this list? What would you take off? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. This was just a quick top 5. Pretty casual here, but hopefully you had fun with it, and hopefully you have fun with these games. Yes, I know there are some mods and things from some other games. I haven't played them, and you know, honestly, this genre is emerging, so you can't blame me for missing a game or two. Hopefully, get excited for the next top 10, though. Try to do a top 10 every week. And check out my stream. I actually stream, like, all these games. Check out my stream at twitch.com or .tv/Skylent. And I'll see you there, yeah?